Just yesterday, House Republicans voted against stopping ICE from deporting U.S. citizens. A stark reminder of their disregard for human rights. Just yesterday, House Republicans voted against stopping Trump's tariffs, an affirmation of their unwillingness to uphold checks and balances. Today, we speak out against political injustice in all its forms. I'm here to talk about the ongoing efforts to deny our personal freedoms, dismantle our political system's checks and balances, and destroy the meager social safety net we rely on. This is not new. American illiberalism, that is the opposite of liberalism, has reared its ugly head. This is not a new struggle. From the Reconstruction era to the present day, we have witnessed repeated attempts to undermine our rights. Yet, history shows us that when we unite and resist, we prevail. Abraham Lincoln dealt, too, with attacks on our democracy. He gave a speech referred to as the Lyceum Address in 1838, titled The Perpetuation of Our Political Institutions. He begins by describing a destructive force within the United States that threatened them. Shall we expect some transatlantic giant to step the ocean and crush us at a blow? Never. All the armies of Europe, Asia, and Africa combined, with all the treasure of the earth, our own excepted, in their military chest, with a Bonaparte for a commander, could not by force take a drink from the Ohio River, or make a track on the Blue Ridge in the trial of 1,000 years. At what point, then, is the approach of danger to be expected? I answer, if it ever reach us, it must spring up against us. It cannot come from abroad. If destruction be our lot, we must ourselves be its author and finisher. As a nation of free men, we will live forever or die by suicide. Later in the speech, he went on to warn of tyrants that could overtake the U.S. political system from within. If the disregard for the rule of law continued unabated. And I quote, "It is to deny what the history of the world tells us is true, to suppose that men of ambition and talent will not continue to spring up amongst us. And when they do, they will as naturally seek the gratification of their ruling passion as others have done before them." The question then is, can gratification be found in supporting and maintaining an edifice that has been erected by others? Most certainly, it cannot. Many great and good men, sufficiently qualified for any task they should undertake, may ever be found whose ambition would aspire to nothing beyond a seat in Congress, a gubernatorial, or a presidential chair. But such belong not to the family of the lion or the tribe of the eagle. What? You think these places would satisfy an Alexander, a Caesar, or a Napoleon? Never. Towering genius disdains a beaten path, not that I would call Trump a genius. It seeks regions hitherto unexplored. It sees no distinction in adding story to story upon the monuments of fame erected to the memory of others. It denies that it is glory enough to serve under any chief. It scorns to tread in the footsteps of any predecessor, however illustrious. It thirsts and burns for distinction, and if possible, it will have it, whether at the expense of emancipating slaves or enslaving free men. Is it unreasonable then to expect that some man possessed of the loftiest genius, coupled with ambition sufficient to push it to its utmost stretch, will at some time spring up among us? And when such a one does, it will require the people to be united with each other, attached to the government and laws, and with each other, and generally intelligent, to successfully frustrate their designs. Distinction will be his paramount object, and although he would as willingly, perhaps more so, acquire it by doing good as harm, yet, that opportunity being past, and nothing left to be done in the way of building up, he would set boldly to the task of pulling down. To prevent this, Lincoln concluded his speech that there was a need to cultivate a political religion that emphasizes reverence for the law and puts reliance on reason, cold, hard reason. We must fight for our political institutions, our rights, and the rule of law. As the Reconstruction era unwound, we saw time and time again American illiberalism threaten them. In the 1890s, we had the establishment of legal disenfranchisement with Jim Crow. During this time, we saw the continued collapse of Native American sovereignty as the West was taken. We had the women's suffrage movement fight until it succeeded in 1920 with the 19th Amendment. We had the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which helped overcome legal barriers like literacy tests and poll taxes. Each time we fought back, we won. The forces that sought to overtake us lost. And when the fall of American fascism comes through our hard-fought efforts, we will build something greater like we have each time before. We will reconstruct the pillars of our democracy one by one. Because the truth is that when we fight, we win. So today, let us recommit ourselves to this fight. Let us organize, advocate, and stand firm against those who seek to divide us.
That's right.
Together, we will not only resist, but rebuild, stronger and more united than ever.
Yeah.